Do you all know who Carl Sagan and Andrian are? Because that's basically the rest of the show, and if you don't know who they are, it won't make much sense. Maybe ask the person next to you. Go on. Go on. I'm waiting. You can do it. Go on. Talk to the person next to you. It's okay. Go on. It's not weird at all. Just talk to each other. Go on.
Welcome back, everyone. We have two very special guests with us here today. It's an honour to have them, so tell us about yourselves.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and I'm the creative director of the NASA Voyager Golden Record.
And I'm Carl Sagan, project director of the NASA Voyager Golden Record.
We're scientists, we're poets, we're dreamers, and we're in love.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey, did I interrupt you?
That's all right, that's all right.
Do you want to tell it?
No, you tell it. Oh, I just love the way you tell it.
Well, alrighty then. It was June 1st.
June 1977.
We were working together on this big project.
Huge project. There's us two and a few others.
You know what, honey? I want you to tell it. I just love the way you tell it.
Are you sure?
Positively, absolutely.
Well, okay. We were at NASA and we had this bunch of misfits working together towards a shared dream.
Well, it was a mission, really, a calling.
And we sat and we cried and we argued for 6 months to forge this masterpiece. Yeah, so we made this record.
It's a real record encased in gold.
And sent it out into space to be found by aliens.
Well, that's the dream anyway.
You know what's funny?
What?
If aliens ever do find one of the Voyagers and decipher its contents, sure, they'll meet a few musicians, maybe even a whale or two, but the only one they'll truly get the chance to know is me.
And that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for coming in. Everyone put your hands together for Carl Sagan and Andrea. Welcome back, everyone. We have two very special guests with us here today. It's an honour to have them, so tell us about yourselves.
I'm Andrea, and I'm the creative director of the NASA Voyager Golden Record.
And I'm Carl Sagan, project director of the NASA Voyager Golden
Oh,
Record.
we're scientists, we're poets, we're dreamers, and we're in love. Everyone you know, everyone you know, everyone you love, everyone you love, and everyone you've ever heard of. Every human being that ever was lived out their lives. The aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of religions, ideologies and economic doctrines. Every king and peasant, every hunter and forager, every creator and destroyer of civilizations, every supreme leader, every saint and sinner in the history of our species lived here on a mote of dust suspended on a sunbeam.
That's all we have time for.
voices, dogs barking, whatever noises.
It's a true encapsulation of humanity.
Images of the earth. Oh, well, we wanted to put some personal stuff on there too, you know, to make
make it special. But how can it not be? We met and we worked and well, oh, it was inevitable, really. It was destined.
Of course, we fell in love. I love her, I love her, I love her, I love her. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. I love this woman. Have you heard me? I love you. Annie, I love you. I said to her, I want to make a record of humanity, a record of the moment we first stood tall and looked up into the galaxies and saw ourselves there, a record of our lives together on Earth when we first met and the ground shook, the songs of our love and the sounds of the earth, a record of our love, passion, desire, our bodies, our skin, our eyes, our sight, our vision, our dreams, our goals of greatness, of our greatness, of our towering strength, of our mighty wonder, our vastness, our enormity, our magnanimous brilliance. We dwarf all else. Our lives, our living, the continuation of life. We eclipse all else. Because if I die tomorrow, then I want to live several lives. I will not be forgotten. I will not be misunderstood. I am here. We are here. We are alive, and life is the constellation made up of stars that shine light into the darkness. It is the sky above your head. It is what you look up to. It is what you see. All you need to see above all else, no matter, is as wondrous as ours. It is deathless, immutable, infinite. It will defy gravity. It will outlive 1,000 suns. It will be remembered. We will be remembered. Us, a beacon of all that has collapsed and hollows past the winds and flares in the thunderous noise of thunder and elimination. A hum, our hum. It's a puncture in the heavy silence.
How does Carl like his eggs?
Scrambled, and with a kiss.
Do you think you'll ever see him again? Is it true that you were together until the day Carl died? You just have to tell us. Are you pleased with yourself? Have you ever taken more than your share? Didn't I see you on the Twilight Zone? Were you on Star Trek? Where do you see yourself in 40,000 years?
June 1st, 1977, I left him a message about a piece of Chinese music that I had found to put on the record. An hour later, the phone rings, and I hear this wonderful voice, and it says, and my heart completely skipped a beat, but I remember it so well because I said,
Thank you for coming. This is the end of the show. Hopefully you learned something about Carl Sagan, Andrian and the Golden Record. And we hope you enjoyed it.
Oh, and by the way, the record hit interstellar space last December and is now the most distant human-made object from Earth, 13.8 billion miles away.
Its gold casing means that it will never degrade and it's going to outlive us all. That means one day, the only memory of humanity that will remain will be that record.
Like we said, the end will have lots of sound too.